The temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arizona. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
He was brought down by Max Melton. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Cardinals nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Emari DeMarcado to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Cardinals come out, and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
The run is DeMarcado. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
10 more yards.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Murray now. That's caught by Harrison right side. Now they are inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll take this one in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this.
To kick off for Arizona.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10.
Double right.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Josh Sweat, he gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8. Stafford now on second down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
And it's third down.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back. 74 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time, the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They've talked all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, 2 guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Rams 7. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. It is 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The shotgun, it's Stafford. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Cards offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Murray. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Cardinals 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. Exiting the pocket right. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
On the return, here comes Corum. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Greg Dortch. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. Now DeMarcado. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the third down, and quickly it brings up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Xavier Smith deep to return. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Now it's Stafford. In trouble, and down he goes. Darius Robinson in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Atwell sent in motion here. They'll go with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return, it's Dortch. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Go on it. Now Murray. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray now to throw on first down. He'll look for and find DeMarcado out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 2. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals up their lead. It's now 24-7.
24. Rams 7. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. They get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, a run with Lulu. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in by Higbee. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Rams.
Again, it's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go. To the air again, Stafford. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Still second down.
Stafford to throw again. This one complete to Atwell. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
Throwing again is Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. It's second down. Throwing, Stafford. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Cardinals offense make their way out to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. First down throw for Murray. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That escapability on display. As you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Now Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the ground, DeMercado. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's a win for the Cardinals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.